Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Air Force Falcons, taking on a team from the SEC, the Rice Owls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Campbell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback checking off. On the run, it's Connors. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no...
Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not to start this offense one. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing right. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Discards a man. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Warner. He looks that one in nicely. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Score Air Force 7, Rice 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Scrambling away. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Owls! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Busha. Finds his big tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
He leaves it with his back. At the 45, on his way. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, then those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Falcons have it with a 1st and goal. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
He'll pick up 3 before he's down at the 6. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Troy. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking downfield, it's Busha. Pulls it in. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
Complete downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. Looking to scramble. And it's caught! Touchdown, Air Force!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Back to pass, it's Warner. Oh, he wants it all. Pass on the way, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down here for the offense. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? At the 20. He's at the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put...
And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to put in heavy push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Getting some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Looking to pass. It's Warner. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback will audible. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
A little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Harris.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work and set up set?
Got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Air Force.
Number 25.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Rice, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Take over. First and 10.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. Looking for a deep man. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more.
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break them.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Touchdown, Owls! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Air Force 35, Rice 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for room. It's Harris. Can't get him to the ground. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple more.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Busha. Fires to the tight end. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Falcons. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going up top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Air Force.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point was good. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6. Looking deep. Snags it down the right side. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Wide open downfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Falcons in the hurry-up.
2nd down coming up.
Movement here from the tight end. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Firing to the end zone. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Looking for a man. It's Warner. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.